So I just dropped off the first box. I have 3 more boxes to go. And I have to bring them to the second floor. See you guys in a little bit. Well, that was rough. You guys, I just dropped off the last box. 4 boxes of toys for the foster care system kids that I adopted for Christmas. Sorry if I'm breathing hard, but I have a boot on, and that was a long ways. But anything to see some kids smile is a good thing for me. It was funny because y'all should have saw me going down the steps, because I have a boot on, like I said, and carrying those big old boxes with a boot was horrible. But that's what I have to do for my kiddos. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm back in the car. Wasn't able to record in there for the privacy of the families, but I'm glad that's over with. I'm glad it's done. I'm gonna switch you guys to my, hold on guys, I'll be right back. Okay guys, I had to switch you guys to my car mount because my tripod was aching crazy. But yeah, like I said, couldn't vlog in there because of the privacy of the families that are in there. But the lady assured me that they were going to get to the right place. Hope they do. I enjoy doing stuff like this. Comment down below if you guys have ever adopted a child or did anything for a kid for Christmas. But we really enjoy it. Bay and I both enjoy it. We don't only do kids for Christmas. We have little blessing bags like this that we just keep in the car and hand out. That's like some socks, some snacks, some cheese crackers, some oatmeal, some hot chocolate, some water, some chips. We usually stick a $5 bill in there for people who we may pass on the road that are hungry and don't have any food, or somebody that's homeless. We try to keep a few of these bags in the car for those people, because you never know, you know. I was telling somebody the other day, I said, she was like, thank you for all you do, this, that, and the other, and it's really not about me, because I've been in a situation, long story short, when I had first moved here, because I'm not from here, but when I had first moved here, I was staying with the relative, and I had met my son's father, and she ended up putting me out, and I was pregnant at the time. And I didn't know where I was gonna go. So I could have been homeless, but God saw different. I was able to get an apartment right away. But a lot of people, they aren't that fortunate to be able to just jump up and go and get an apartment or find somewhere to stay, because they don't have the money. Everybody doesn't have the funds to just hop up and go do, because I know I didn't have it. It was the favor of God that I was allowed to be able to do that at that time. And when I first moved into my apartment, I really didn't have anything. I didn't have a couch. I didn't have a bed. I didn't have anything. All I had was like the stove and refrigerator, and that was because it came with it. So I started from zero to in a new city that I really knew nothing about. Like I had no clue. Um, I had been here a few months, but I didn't really know how to get around. I mean, I knew where like some of the stores were that was like around my area, but I didn't know how to get around. I didn't know if I drove this way, which way it was going to take me, or how to get to this spot. And at that time, I didn't have a car, so I was relying on my boyfriend at the time to get me from point A to point B, and that's a horrible feeling because at any time he could have just left, or he could have just said, I'm not going to take you, or not answered the phone, or something like that. He didn't, thank God, but he could have. And I was working like by my cousin's house, by my relative's house. So I didn't live when I moved. I didn't move close to there, and I ended up moving into these apartments that were quote unquote the worst apartments in town. Living on the worst block in town, but it was the cheapest. It was a nice apartment, but it was just in a bad area, and I think I ended up staying there probably a year. I think a year, and a little over a year, and I got a better job, and I was able to move into a better area, but I was down. I mean, I really didn't know what to do at that point. So it just goes to show that at any time, stuff could happen, to where you don't know what's gonna, you don't know where your next meal's coming from. I remember going to churches to eat, asking my boss for like advances to keep the lights on. That's bad. And this time of the year, people are generally nicer than they usually are. And I'm going to get into this at a later date. But my point is, you have to be a blessing when you can be a blessing. Don't go without. I'm not saying take food from your kids or from your mouth to go feed some